Hello, everyone, anyone. Chris Wood here. How's everyone doing this Saturday? For anyone that may or may not jump on. Fuck. Congratulations to Ontario Provincial Police. Congratulations to XOPP Chief or Commander Year 2019 that drove away Jeep Wrangler. Congratulations to Staff Sergeants. Congratulations to Shannon Cork. Congratulations to Constable Ward. Congratulations to Dave Weiss, Robert Lucas. Congratulations to Stacy, a mental health worker. Congratulations to Shelley Huffner. Congratulations, Spencer Mills 14716. Congratulations, Robert Kane 7224. Lennox and Addington County General Hospital doctors Tatiana Vukadinovic. Doctors Joy Hadley, Dr. Barton, Dr. Pritchard, Dr. Waldron, Dr. McGregor, ex-CEO Covey Duck, and Patient Relations. Congratulations to Bill Waldridge, alias name 149 Center Street North, Blair Hardy, Tyler Lake, Jason Van Alstyne, Bert Hustler, Raymond LeBlanc, Dale Hartwick, Tony Hearns. Full skull splitting me, full fucking body mutilations. I have been sitting here, I have been getting tortured and deformed. My skull has been getting deformed all fucking day. About 4:30 this morning, I woke up and it actually feels like I had a slight stroke. I have no feeling on the right side of my body. I am getting and tasting nothing but piss in my mouth, in my face, feeling it in my head, going through my body, as disgusting as that is. I have this tube in my fucking neck right there that is not normal, and that is a tube right there, and also one that goes up to my jugular where I was stabbed in the chin and the throat as a kid. It goes up through there, but this anyway, it goes from my groin up to my right nipple, up to my neck, from my neck up to the back of my head. And I get air pumping through me all the time. I get thick liquid pumping through me all the time. I get water all the time. I get completely and totally numb on a daily basis. I get hypoxia. I have no brain stimulation, no feeling in my fucking head from my skull's been split. My brain has been split. My skull is being softened. I am medically blacklisted. I am going through full physical identity theft. I have been through full physical identity theft. I have been through full physical identity changes, injuring, torturing, body mutilations, kidnapping, sex assaults, arrest refusals, false arrest, blood and piss forcing, extortion, surrounding hands on guns, medical file falsifications for treatment refusals and discrimination, and medical blacklisting to prevent me help, to prevent me medical proof internally, except for what I have been showing and proving with my skull and my face and my full identity fucking changes. Here's just a couple pictures to show and prove of what I've been saying in case anybody thinks that this is bullshit. This is why I have my name tattooed on my hand, and this is why I show it in all my fucking pictures too. The only difference now is I have a tree on my hand. But I know it's kind of hard to see. I'll get better ones. I've had serious deforming to my fucking face, serious identity changes, and serious brain injuring. Right now, as I'm doing this, the whole right side of my head is completely and totally numb. I have absolutely no feeling whatsoever. I've been through serious body mutilations as well. And there's not been a fucking thing I've been able to do about it. That tube I was talking about in my neck, it bulges out all the time. And it goes up to the back of my head, and that's where I get shit pumping through my body. And that sure the fuck is not normal. You can notice that it makes a little V right there. And that's not just a normal vein either. The differences in my fucking skull. I go through this on an hourly basis sometimes, and this is no joke because back in 2019 I was shot by XOPP chief or commander by something, and it went into my right ear, and that's when all of this started to happen to me. Nobody should be changing that quickly. I don't give a fuck. It's certainly not normal. This is an older picture of me when I had my long hair. The ones that are responsible for doing all of this to me too is OPP once again. Since I was shot by ex-OPP chief, this all began on me, and then I was medically blacklisted to prevent me internal proof of what has taken place. And also in their attempt to try to make me look fucking crazy, but I don't give a shit. I have proven the damages done to me 100%, and I know exactly by whom, how, and why. 100% revenge because of me speaking of their human trafficking and human homeless exploitation for monetary gain and possible money laundering and other shit going on through the Morning Star mission. And as a result, I became a fucking target of theirs. As I said back in 2019, I was shot by something that went into my right ear, and all of this began. Here is actual more physical changes I have been through. A 100% me too. Like, how the fuck? I go through this every single day. And this is 100% fucking real too. This picture here is only approximately 2 months old, actually. So yeah, this has been happening to me pretty quick. I am in a process of full physical identity theft, full physical fucking identity change, full brain injuring, body mutilations, and I cannot do a damn thing about it. Compliments of OPP, compliments of Dr. Tatiana Vukadinovic and their fall down, low-life, drug-fed, money-paid pieces of shit accomplices who are doing this to me, and it can be 100% proven who. Here's just some deforming that's been done to my fucking neck and my head while being called a delusional, hallucinating retard through fucking criminal doctors who are involved with this. Here's actual more changes I've been through. All since 2019 after I was shot by XOPP chief before he left Napanee that drove the white Jeep Wrangler. Kind of funny, isn't it? But not. The OPP can actually do this to people, and I guarantee you I am not the only one. I am not the only one they've done this to. There's that cord to prove whatever in my neck right here that goes up to the back of my head as well. And that sure the fuck is not normal. Once again, it all started after I was shot. My skull has been flattened, it's been rounded out, it's been elongated, it's been shortened, it's been widened, and a whole lot of other different shapes and sizes as well. Yes, I know, I realize they're kind of hard to see. And I'm going to show you in a second who it's being done by, who is guilty of doing this to me. And exactly how it was and how it's being done to me. This is what I was shot with back in 2019 by the XOPP chief, plus I have illegal prisoner tracking on me as well. They're doing that to people. They are illegally using this tech on victims, and this is how after I was shot, my skull split, and all my body mutilations and everything I have physically been through is how it's been happening to me. And I know a lot of people, they hear the term nano or they hear microchip implant and it's automatically, oh, you're fucking crazy, oh, you're this, you're that. And Yeah, well, I don't think so. 100% revenge, pure crime against me because of me speaking of OPP crimes since 2019. Which makes Ontario provincial police not only guilty of ending a Wood bloodline by doing this to me, it also makes them criminally guilty of treason and domestic terrorism and multiple mass murder as well. Surrounding me, hands on guns, arrest refusals, kidnapping, sex assaults. The whole fucking bit I've been through, and I've not been able to do a damn thing about it. My medical rights, my human rights, and my legal rights have been taken from me for the full 5 years since I've been going through this. Every time I've tried to get help or do anything, I've been stopped every fucking step of the way. Another pictures of me. The ones that are using this shit on me and guilty of my identity theft, having my mother stalked and murdered by using remote neuromonitoring on you. What I just showed you what it is, it was being used on my mother, and in return it gave her cancer. And they tried to make it look age and health related, but it was being used on my mother, and it was done with intent. It gave her brain cancer, and it killed her December 20th, 2020, and they are guilty and responsible for it. This piece of shit, along with another one, Bill Wooldridge, an alias name, Blair Frederick Hardy. He is a meth trafficker. He is allegedly an ISIS recruiter. He is guilty of torture crimes on me. He's guilty of identity theft with the intent to commit. He is guilty of rapes. He's guilty of financial thefts and frauds, welfare, disability, pensions. He's guilty of attempted murder on me. He used to drive a Mercedes in Napanee. He's been stalking me for the past 5 fucking years. This lowlife Bert the Hitman Hustler, he is a very seriously delusional, dangerous piece of shit garbage. He lives the old Campbell house in Napanee. He thinks that he is me as well. He is guilty of criminal stalking. He is guilty of skull splitting and being involved with my identity theft. And I can 100% prove I share DNA with this lowlife fuck. He is a meth head, he is a crackhead, and he is a morphine head. All of these pieces of shit are OPP accomplices and untouchables. Not without $22,000, they cannot be arrested. And knowing I cannot afford that is how they're getting away with all this shit. This is the lowlife that used to live at 34 Water Street. He's now bald and glasses. He goes by the name Bill Wooldridge, Bill Cooldridge, Bill Delarosable, James Bubbles, Stephen Mavis, and Robert Cross are his alias names. He is guilty of criminally stalking my mother as well. And he was the one that was using R&M on her. He is guilty of murdering her December 20th, 2020 is when her life was taken. And it's all from this piece of shit. When he was stalking my mother, he was even calling my mother mom, and he thinks that he and I were switched at birth and thinks that he is my dad as well. He used to stalk children for ex-OPP chief or commander for sex slavery trafficking. And I got his picture and a video of him outside of Pier 17 on Dundas Street in Napanee, and then he went into hiding. That very same day, he was heading to Tim Hortons to stalk children, to look for kids. Fucking pedophile. Here's another picture of Bert Hustler. He now has long hair. He is highly obsessed with me too. And he is highly jealous because of the long hair that I used to have. He is fucking very weird. Jason Van Alstyne, he is guilty of skull splitting me. He is guilty of being involved with my identity theft, brain injuring me. He is guilty of attempted murder with the intent to commit identity disability and insurance fraud. He sells laced fentanyl with tranq to commit overdose murders between Napanee and Kingston as well, and he is successfully doing it, getting away with it. He is a stroke victim. He is a crackhead, crack-fed lowlife. He's also guilty of other homicides as well, possibly. These are all OPP untouchables in Napanee. My own cousin Dale Hartwick, he is guilty of injuring me, torture crimes, skull splitting me, body mutilations. He's guilty of my identity theft and attempted murder with the intent to commit for drop charges for a stabbing he committed against his wife or ex-wife's boyfriend now. He is my cousin. He is very seriously dangerous. Raymond LeBlanc, he's guilty of criminal stalking, and he's guilty of torturing and killing my dog using R&M on him like Bill Woldridge and Blair Hardy were on my mother. They gave my dog cancer by using R&M on him as well, and torturing and killing him March of 2023. They tortured the fuck out of my dog. With this guy, Tyler Lake, he's guilty of skull splitting me. I have pictures where I am 52 years old, and I have pictures where I look exactly like him. Exactly. And I can prove it. He is guilty of torturing and killing my dog. He's guilty of brain injuring me, and he's guilty of attempted murder. He's Robert Kane, little drug-fed, money-paid piece of shit, #1 rat informant fuck. He's guilty of death threats, threatened to stab me and slice my throat. Here's another picture of him. These are the drug traffickers of Napanee, and these are the reason people are dying and disappearing in Napanee and around. Tony Hearns. If they can commit full physical identity theft and changes on me and fuck my brain up to the point where they could frame me because I've been illegally arrested for pictures, print signatures for forgeries, framings, and frauds against me, and I won't be proven wrong because they don't have to prove nothing. How I used to look from when I first got mugshots from being illegally arrested for wanting arrest and charging on doctors for their crimes that they are guilty of, but it was done to me to prevent anything illegal on them beforehand. Twice. To get out of the crimes they're guilty of against me. I go to get CAT scans done, and the woman Stacy from mental health was there. Come to find out, she said she was there for my benefit for fucking anxiety and all this other shit, and I had no association with her. She had no reason to be there in any way, shape, or form. I have no association with the mental health prior to that. And then I get my CAT scans done, and I was automatically medically blacklisted. I wanted copies of them, and I was told you wouldn't understand, you need medication. And I was automatically fucking medically blacklisted after that. Come to find out, it's Stacy's girlfriend from AMHS, Dr. Tatiana Vakadinovic. And after seeing her and Stacy talking to her, that's when all my medical rights were taken away from me to prevent me actual fucking help and proof while being treated like a piece of shit by doctors. And I have no fucking clue why. I had not been to a hospital or a doctor in Napanee or anywhere else in approximately 7 to 10 years prior to being shot by ex-OPP chief before he left. I had no problems prior to that in any way, shape, or form for almost 10 fucking years until I was shot, and I had to start going to the hospital, and then the cover-ups against me started to begin. Another picture of me, how I used to look with my long hair. My skull being completely and totally flattened. And being told that my hat fits, I'm fine, it's no big deal. There's a better picture of it. More identity changes I've been through. The ones named too: Bill Wooldridge, Blair Hardy, Tyler Lake, Jason Van Alstyne, Dale Hartwick, Tony Hearns, Bert Hustler, Robert Barry, Bill Wooldridge or Blair Hardy. They're all allegedly ISIS members as well. Blair Hardy is the one that is recruiting them. They are the drug traffickers, the sex offenders, the sex slave traffickers, guilty of torture crimes, injuring my full identity theft with 100% proof, murders and attempted murders for revenge retaliation through OPP. I guarantee you I am not the only one that has been sold by these cops to these pieces of shit for this to happen. I guarantee I am not the only one. You speak OPP crimes in Napanee, Spencer Mills shows up at your door. If he is still in Napanee, there will be lives lost afterwards, guaranteed. He is very seriously fucking dangerous. And so is Robert Kane, 7224. I have video where I've tried to go to OPP to get arrest on people and being surrounded, hands on guns and everything else. Every single fucking my rights have been taken from me. Medically, legally, and human rights. Luckily, I can't go to a hospital unless I can afford to go to Quebec, Manitoba, or down east. I cannot go to a fucking hospital in Ontario because of my falsified medical file. I have tried many hospitals in many different places, and all I would hear was, "We've seen your file, there's nothing we're going to do for you." Yeah, well, fuck you, it's a falsified one, and nobody has to prove any different. Because of their positions, their badges, their credentials, their lies, their false guise of law. How many bloodlines have you actually ended OPP and Dr. Tatiana Vakadinovic using fucking Bill Wooldridge, Blair Hardy, Tyler Lake, Jason Van Alstyne, and the rest of your fucks in Napanee that cannot be touched? I get daily hypoxia on a daily basis. I have absolutely no feeling in the right side of my head or my face as I am doing this. And I'm aware that a lot of this is being blocked out, not being seen by anybody. I'm aware of that. They've hacked into my fucking computer and I can prove it 100% exactly who it's from and where it is coming from. I do not live in Napanee, but I have the exact addresses of devices hooked up to my fucking computer and the exact location of where it's coming from. So I can prove that as well. This whole side of my head is completely gone. I have nothing in it. When people disappear in Napanee, it is through OPP, it is through the criminal doctors, and it is through others who are more than welcome to aid OPP for drop charges and free drugs and the immunity that they all get. And since my skull's been split and I have the R&M being used on me, it gets used on each side of my fucking head. So there's one person on here, and I realize it does sound crazy. It's like a hologram, actually, how this shit fucking works. I've been blinded in my right eye. In my eye here, it glosses over all the time, and it looks like a fucking snake eye. And I have absolutely no feeling in it or sight in it anymore. I can't see nothing. No matter what is done to me, no matter how much I fucking have this happen, there's not a damn thing I can do about it. Damage is done times bought. And I'm gonna be disappearing soon as Dale fucking Hartwick, and I say that without any kind of paranoia. I'm being fucking turned into a Hartwick Hearns love child, it seems like, the fucking pieces of shit garbage. Along with Bert the fucking hustler and his little minion bastards, Jason Gimpy, Two-Steven Allstein, and Tyler fucking Lake. I'm gonna get off here once again. Bill Woldridge, Blair Hardy, Tyler Lake, Jason Allstein, Dale Hartwick, Bert Hustler, Tyler Lake, Raymond LeBlanc, Robert Barry, Brandon Barry, and his boyfriend, who is allegedly has HIV, and if he does, he is committing sex assaults and spreading his disease around too. Congratulations, Napanee, you're fucking filth. Not Napanee itself, sorry. The ones named in that town. Ending bloodlines for OPP revenge in Napanee. Congratulations, bastards.